So I'm going to do a video about, I'm going to be hitting a 6-iron here, and I'm going to see basically how much speed I can put on it. And I'm going to do some speed training with my eBell trainer, but first I'm just going to do sort of what has been maybe consider this my normal 6-iron, which is like a 160 yards, something like that. Let's see what that does. Good, slightly to the right, just about 160. Okay, so there's kind of my baseline without doing any, like trying to add a bunch of speed. So it's just kind of back on plane, through on plane, relaxed swing, which is good to have. So now, what if you want to add speed and you're not, and this is different from speed training with speed sticks where you're just trying to swing something as fast as you can. What this is about is training your big muscles and your sequence so that you learn to drive the swing with your body and have relaxed arms and use force in the right place in order to create speed. So it's more about sequence and timing and how you use your muscles, not adding a bunch of fast twitch muscles or whatever else you might do. So here's the sensations you're going to want to have. First sensation is you need a heave off the ball. So that first move should be basically heaving the trainer up to the point, heave it up to the point that it comes to a rest of its own, and then you let it fall, and then you go to the ground a little bit. So up, ground, and then you're going to throw. So the feeling is it up, just like you would throw a heavy object. You would start this way and then get to the ground and then use your legs to explode up and throw it. So that's the motion. And as much time as you can take here, the faster, more speed you can create actually. So the slower you can transition and the more time you can take before you fire through, the more of a free fall of gravity you can capture and then do that. But the feeling to keep in your mind is the feeling of trying to throw this object, say, as far as you can. So that's the feeling. So you see I squat down and then up and throw. So I'm going to take my club and I'm going to remember that sensation and recreate it with my club. So it's not fast exactly, at least not this part of it. So that's it. So keep it up, throw it. Let me see what I can do. It's a little thin. But already quite a bit longer, 192. So try another one. I've added this, I'm going to move this back a little bit. I added this thing into the mix, which is I have a little tee sitting about a ½ inch off the ground, and I know that if I move back properly, I'll catch that tee on the way back. If I pick up my club, I won't. So it's just a reminder to sort of, and even the feeling of the heave back is very similar to the feeling you would get. So if you want to stick a tee in the ground, it's probably 14 inches behind the ball and just a ½ inch up, and just hit it. All the way back and hit it like that. So hit it, take plenty of time, throw the club through. Let's see what that one does. Similar, pretty similar. Let's see if I can get 200. So part of getting more speed, so a couple things. The more time I can take here, the more speed I'm going to get, and also the better I brace to turn the corner. So I'm going to try to brace a little better and take a little more time. So we'll see. A little more of a draw. Get me 200. 198. Let me try one more time. See if I can get 200 out of this. Remember to have a nice solid grip. You don't want it moving around. That won't actually add speed if your hands are too loose. It needs to be secure. Okay, try one more. Here we go. I don't think I'm going to get it on that one. Oh, I did. Okay, 202. So, there you go. So, just to review, and you don't have to do this in a big way. You don't have to use full force. It's really more about sequence. So it's heave it, let it fall, go to the ground, and throw. You can see, heave it, and throw. So now, let me show you. If I do a little one, if I just repeat that amount of energy, I'm still going to produce a lot of, plenty of speed with just a smaller version of that. It's really the sequence that produces the speed. Let's see what that one does. So there, it's still plenty long, and that's probably only 2/3 effort of the last one. So something to work on, and something I think I'm going to work on kind of over the next few months with my driver as well. I mean, I don't care about how far my 6-iron goes, but it's a good to get that kind of, if you can build up speed with your driver, that's great.